I'm not gonna say my name. I'm be anonymous, but just people in the comments, just because a nigga got a beard and some muscles does not mean that they straight. He is gay. He has been gay for a long time. I don't think he's ever been with a woman. But I wanted to specifically talk about what he's been doing because before he kind of went after T.S. Madison, he was going after another like Atlanta socialite, some light skinned guy with a big old tongue. I don't know, but he was targeting him. Then, years prior, something went down at like a go-go bar that he was dancing at and he got drugged or whatever. Now, I think he's being honest about that. But all of this other stuff, I said that I was really, really disappointed because when you come from a place like Detroit, Detroit is a city, it's like 88% black. And the crack epidemic really hit Detroit kind of hard. So we know, people from Detroit, we know crackhead behavior when we see it. Mm-hmm. And I'm not trying to be mean or anything and put that on Kaelyn, but that's kind of what it's given. It's like Judge Mathis is from Detroit. And y'all watch his show. He called people crackheads all the time. It's just something that we can kind of spot really easily. And it's really disheartening because I've watched him, me and him not on good terms. Like, I even ended up DMing him on Instagram and asking him, like, what are you doing? Are you being honest? What are you doing? And he blocked me. So I'm just saying, and if he's listening to this, because cloud is a hell of a drug and niggas Google theyself, they YouTube theyself, all of that. Kaelyn, if you are listening to this, you know who I am. I'm very disappointed in what you are doing. And I'm hoping for his mental health and for his physical health, I'm hoping that he is doing, I'm hoping he's telling the truth. And if he's not, I'm hoping that he's doing it for clout because it is giving real crackhead, Tina head behavior. And that's just not where he comes from. Like, that's not how you was raised. His views on, like, I know y'all have scrolled his Twitter, like his views on trans people and drag queens and stuff are out of pocket. That doesn't surprise me because his parents had him in church every Sunday. He grew up in a male-dominated household. That's why he's so masculine. But it's just really sad to see. I want to believe that he's telling the truth, but because he's done this to another Atlanta socialite before, I feel like he's not being honest, and I think he's trying to get clout off T.S. Madison's name. And I don't even really like Mandy, but I just hope that he's being honest, and it's just sad watching him destroy his brand like that. Like, he's been working out since high school. Like,
so I want to ask you a question. Y'all were dating in a situation. So you were the bottom or the top?
We was versatile.
So he would take pain as well. For people that don't know versatile.
Yeah.
He bottom. He get on his back and everything like that.
He is a full blown gay male. He is definitely versatile. When we started dating at first, of course, I was like the bottom because he got all them muscles, child, sweep me up. But as the relationship grew, and we started getting more comfortable with each other's bodies, it became a versatile relationship.
How good was the sex? Was it on a 10 being a great?
You know what? It was that sneaky. It was good because it was that sneaky link high school sex that you're not really supposed to be having.
Oh,
you got to sneak that. So it was good for 16, 17-year-old me. But as an adult, I actually ended up running into him again as an adult in Detroit in the bar in our late 20s. This was like a few years ago, like maybe 5 years ago. I ended up running into him. And we had a little one night stand. He did that muscle thing. He chopped in muscles. When you see that muscle, the muscles and them teeth in person, you be like, ooh, and you get to feeling yourself. And
so how good was that one night stand? He topped you?
Yeah.
How good was
it was okay. It was okay. And it was okay because when I went to, and I'm not trying to put the boy's business out, but he ended up telling me, meet me at this hotel after the club. It was like a little after thing. Like I said, it was a one night stand. And I meet him at the hotel. Immediately, my mind goes to, well, what are you doing at the hotel if your parents have a house here in Detroit, So immediately, I'm like, okay, he in this hotel whoring. So when I get up to the room, bottles of liquor, bottles of wine, all on the desk, like in front of the TV. So, and mind you, I haven't interacted with this man since I was like 17, 16. So my head is going like, damn, he be drinking and shit. Like, damn, he be getting stupid drunk. And he got them big old muscles and a lot of body mass. So it probably take a lot for him to really get a buzz. And, you know, it was all right. It was all right for what it was. I ignored it. I got the ping for the night and I left. It wasn't good enough for me to, you know, call him back or be on his nuts or anything like that. But, you know, you just want to, I don't know, you want to take a stroll down memory lane. And, I slid down that memory lane. And
so was he a good kisser?
Okay.
Was he a good kisser, or did y'all kiss?
Very good kisser.
Very good kisser. So
Very
he works
kisser.
for Tyler Perry. I don't know if he worked for Tyler Perry. All Queens Man is on the Tyler Perry lot. So I don't know if he's an official employee. But a lot of people are saying that he should get fired for working with Tyler Perry and all of that. Do you think he should get fired for working on the show, All Queens Man? Do you think they should leave him?
It's like, how do you have these views towards drag queens when Tyler Perry is like literally, aside from RuPaul, Tyler Perry is one of the most popular drag queens literally in the world. So it's like, it's almost a conflict of interest, but at the same time, we know who Tyler Perry's audience is. Tyler Perry's audience is that, you know, Southern church going audience who are also against, you know, trans people. They against drag queens being in school. And that is what he's thinking. But at the end of the day, and I've had my experiences in the entertainment industry. I think that's the reason why my voice is high like this, y'all. It's not high like this for a reason. But gays are everywhere in the entertainment industry. Trans people, they're everywhere in the entertainment industry. And it's like, when I DM'd him, I said, you need to delete all of that. I literally asked him, like, do you not want to act anymore? It's almost so, I'm going to be real. If he gets fired, I wouldn't be mad, you know, or surprised, but, you know, I'd also be disappointed. So I don't, you know, want to wish him to get fired, but he's fooling on Instagram.
I want to ask you this because you was on YouTube. You called me on the show.
I was in bed next to my man, and I was like, oh, shit. I'm like, oh, shit, I know this boy. I'm like, hold up. And
how did you find out about the show? Yeah, how did you find out about the Wiley Show?
Oh, I watch Wiley down. I watch your show down. I love that.
Okay.
Right. When I get tired of hearing Armand Wiggins rant about Nicki Minaj and Lotto, child, I'm like, I be wanting to hear some real tea.
You gotta get over here and get some real tea. So it's just an honor, and you in a relationship or whatever the case is. So did you tell your man about Kaelyn, about that situation? Okay. All right.
The crazy part is when it started going down, one of my friends called me from back home in Detroit. I don't live in Detroit no more. But he's like, yo, your ex is on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram tripping. I said, what you mean? He's like, just go on there and look. I'm like, which one? What ex are you talking about? He like, the one that you dated in high school. I'm like, well, I had 2 boyfriends in high school. So he like, the one I was on blind date. I was like, Kaelyn? He was like, yeah, he is fooling. And when I looked and was reading the post and seeing all of this stuff, I was like, it is, I felt like Judge Mathis, like, you've been doing crack, son. Like, what is you doing? But that was it. I just wanted to call in and give a little bit of exclusive, a little bit of insight.
When you came on, I talked to you on the YouTube, like telling you to encourage you. Didn't want to come on, but I knew that eventually you would come on. You got to be comfortable enough to come on. And
but you called it out and you said it. You was like, he probably in bed. It's 1 a.m.
Yeah, probably in bed or whatever. So I knew it. And then boom, you called me today and you was able to discuss these things. And you don't have to give out your social media unless you want to.
No. I'm anonymous.
You want to remain anonymous. And I love the fact that you gave me the credit to come on the show. We're going to talk about this on the website more because we deserve to get your perspective, the ex of Kaelyn. You understand his childhood, so you can kind of get an idea of why he want to speak so against trans and drag queens and all of that, because he was raised in the church. Like my ideas, I'm kind of conservative. Yet I slept with men, but I don't necessarily go to drag shows. I don't do balls. I don't like kids going to drag shows. So, but I would never echo a lot of the things that Kaelyn is echoing it, because if you want to be successful in this entertainment business, you got to know how to play the game. And playing the game, it's a lot of LGBT people, particularly white, that's in a position of power that will hire you. So of course, I would not speak any negative.
We just getting to a point too, as Black men, we're getting to a point where we can be openly gay and get jobs in entertainment. Back then, we really had to play the game and we had to act like we were straight and all of that stuff. So, like I said, it's just real disheartening seeing him do that. Like when I was in high school, he used to work out too. Like I've watched him put a lot. And granted, like I said, a strange relationship. So I've been watching him from afar, but I was never one of them people that wanted to see him lose. It's like, oh shit, like go ahead on, bitch. If you want blind date, that's sickening. Go ahead on. But what he's doing is it's out of pocket, and I'm hoping that it's for clout. Now, the thing with T.S. Madison, I will say, the only reason why I'm like side-eyeing that is because T.S. Madison does have like a corn scene where she roofies a man, and he passes out, she wakes up, and they do the do. It's on, the little XXX sites and all of that stuff. So it's like, I wouldn't put it past her, but at the same time, it's like you already tried to go in on this Rick Starr guy with the big tongue, and he's an Atlanta socialite, and it's just like, are you really doing it for clout? Like, what are you doing this for? When I asked him, he didn't respond. He read the message and he blocked me, and I was just like, okay.
So I would say to Kaelyn, because I felt that T.S. Madison did put her hands on him. I don't know all the details because I'm trying to find that episode. So if you all can find that episode that he decided, send it to me because I don't know the name of the episode. I want to get the before, middle, and end of that entire episode. But if what Kaelyn is saying is true, he have a right to give his opinion about that he felt sexual harassed. Now, what T.S. Madison have to do is you have to be careful bringing people on stage and just start feeling on them and touching on them because if you switch up, unless you got it on contract and documentation that this is what you're going to do, you're going to feel on you, touch on them, all that, because you get a person like Kaelyn that can say,
and you know what's crazy, Wiley, is Kaya tried to tell Mandy, Kaya told you, keep them punks out your house. Stop bringing everybody to your house. And then you like to drink, you like to have a party, and you have a little live audience there and stuff. Man, one of them could easily say something like, oh,
somebody else emailed me about some stuff about Maddie. We didn't put it out there because they're not willing to come out and talk about it. But what they said was something happened in the basement. They were liquored up and other things. Reason why we haven't posted that, talk about it, because they're not willing to tell a story. You can't be anonymous because, baby, if you got that tea, I want you on camera.
Yeah, you gonna have to,
baby, you got to say this. I ain't putting it out there, but I just said because Kaya did warn, and I watched the episode. She said, keep them punks at your house in the basement because it's going to be issues. And now here we are in 2023. She have this allegation, and it only take one person. If another person come out and say, I felt harassed by Maddie, then that's going to be a shock.
It's gonna touch her. This thing with Kaelyn, it's not poking at her for real. Maddie up high, she on RuPaul's Drag. She's doing her thing.
It's going to have to take somebody else to have somebody else.
But if the more people come out, it's a wrap.
It's going to be a wrap because then because it's power in numbers. Then they're like, oh, wait a minute, let's sit here. Another
She's gonna be back on. She's gonna be back on BigD.com.
Yes.
Look.
So I'm glad.
I'm
glad that you brought that point up because even myself, I bring people into my home. Brought a guy into my home. He was already drunk. Did the interview. Got drunk again. He went to Atlanta. Said he didn't remember. In the last place he was at, he was talking about my place. And rumors started circulating. I put some in the drink and da. And so what did I have to do? I had to stop bringing people to my home and I just do virtual interviews because the gays, particularly gays, they spin stories and they don't want to say like they was just a sloppy drunk. They just want to spin these stories. So to protect myself and my brand, I said, okay, if I do interviews, do a virtual, and if I do interviews in person, it will be soberly with no liquor being offered. So because you just got to be careful because people spin narratives. So that situation taught me virtual because you just can't have everybody in your home. Now I had other people in my home. Everything great experience. But when that situation where they taught me you just have everybody in your home because people would spin narratives. And so now, when we do bring back in-person interviews, everything will be documented. Cameras will be everything through in my house. That if I bring people back in my home, I'll probably get like a little studio or something. But I'm glad that you was able to tell your experience about Kaelyn, about your experience of dating him. and we reached out to Kaelyn. He have not blocked me because I'm not going to throw him away, say he lied. I kind of believe what he's saying is the truth, and that's his truth. And if T.S. Madison, if you're listening, you can sue me and we can talk about it with our attorneys.
She can't sue you.
She can't sue you. I'm glad you said it. I'm glad she wants to sue Kaelyn. She wants to sue Kaelyn
because you're just passing on information, accusation from someone.
Yeah, because Kaelyn had it. I'm glad you said it.
Yeah, not only that, girl, Maddie, it's footage of him at your house. It's footage of you know, him doing whatever y'all was doing. It looked like he was giving her a lap dance or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So it's footage. So yeah, I'm glad you said it because you know these YouTube, Facebook lawyers, Twitter lawyer, Instagram lawyer, you're gonna get sued. I didn't get a cease or desist. Maddie have not responded for comment. Now it is my job to reach out to Madison. Now she do have me blocked on all social media. Been blocked for a while, but that doesn't stop me from reaching out to Oliver, a third party, and say, hey, can we get a statement? Because this can grow legs. Because if Kaelyn do an interview and go on a press tour, you will have a sector that don't even like Maddie that will believe this. So she need to make a statement and say, I hear these allegations. This is not true. Because just ignoring it, I don't think it will go away. Because like I said, Kaelyn have made about 15 to 20 posts on his Instagram. And if you don't think people are saying that, they're watching it.
Did you see him? He posted her like pre-trans pictures. Like that's when she was a man.
Posted the picture. He did all that on the Twitter, Instagram.
I'm gagging. So, like he posted all of that.
And then also you had other YouTubers, Michelle ATL and Brown, said she believed these allegations. And also you had other YouTubers talking about it as well. It's growing legs. And it only take one and take another person, you know, you got to be careful with it. So T.S. Madison, Legra, and all of the people that work for Madison, Oliver, Chi, tell your girl to write me a statement or come on my show, and so we can get her side of the story. But just ignoring it, acting like it don't exist, which is crazy because it's out here.
We don't have that privilege as Black entertainers. Period. And I'm not saying Black trans, Black gay, Black entertainers. Period. We don't have the privilege of ignoring shit. Like we need to address it and nip it before it grows into something bigger, because it will, just like it did Bill Cosby, just like it's doing Trey Songz. Like we can't ignore it. So I hope Madison, does, address it, but in a classy way to where she ain't incriminating herself or giving it too much energy. But still, girl, you need to address it because people are looking at it.
I want to say this, and I want to keep it all the way real. One thing that T.S. Madison must stop. She got to stop being so sexualized with people because that's going to backfire on her. Because you're giving you all that sexualizing, you got to stop that. And I don't think she know how to turn it off, but she need to turn it off quick. And especially when you bringing people in your home. And I personally, now that I look at it now, I agree with Kaya. I agree with what Kaya said. Keep the people out of her house. And I think Madison did that because she liked the lifestyle. She want to be around people, but these girls
she want to be around the celebrities.
Yeah, she want the girls in her home. I get that. But you also got a bag and a brand to protect, and you're trying to make a foothold in Hollywood, and you haven't been in Hollywood long enough, and you don't want to be labeled a person that puts stuff in people's drinks and put your hands all on without their permission, because this is a Me Too era, and it can happen to you. So I don't want that to happen, but I do believe that T.S. Madison needs to come and do a sit down with me and answer to these allegations.
I hear that too, Wiley. I hear that, and I agree with you.
I'm glad you was able to call in. So you in the industry, or you acting, or you trying to get into the industry? Because you kept saying entertainment. So
I've had my. All I'm gonna say is I've had my brush with television, like once or twice, singing, but nothing else. Nothing else. I do my little gigs. It keeps me compensated. You feel me?
Singing. So you a singer?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay, when you say a little bit, can you sing something now? So if I want to book you.
Oh, Madison, you need to go on the Wiley Show and clear your name.
Yes! So I love that. I love it. You can actually say. And so where are you? So you're not in Detroit anymore, and you're not in Atlanta?
No.
Okay. We definitely need to link up. I'm just so honored that you watch me. I'm honored.
Boy, a lot of people watch you, and that's another thing about this show business shit. Is people will pretend like they don't watch you or they don't see you, but trust me, they watching you.
Yes, I'm glad. I know they do, and it's so good that you were able to come through. So we're gonna follow each other on IG, and I wish you well for your success with your singing career. Don't stop.
Oh, thank you.
We can definitely talk because I'm doing a revival. We want you to come and do a solo. We will pay you to come and sing on our show.
Okay.
Most definitely, because this is what we do over here. And I'm just honored that you were able to give me an exclusive concerning Kaelyn, and he haven't had me blocked because I'm not dissing him, because I mean he have a right to be told, and because of his story, I was able to launch the Wiley Show, WileyTheTroll.com, and I was able to launch it off of that T.S. Madison story because it was just that juicy, and a lot of people weren't talking about it. So I said, hey, I'm going to talk about it. And I know the Shade Room, Ball Alert, they have to protect their legal bag because they don't want to get sued. Me, I don't give a darn. With all that, you can send a cease and desist. You have to go through the process, and we will see about this. T.S. Madison, I did get threatened by Jamal Pesley, or whatever his name is, Jamal Pesley, the one that got the big pain, all that. We going to police report on tomorrow because he did say, quote, I'm going to knock out your other eye. You only got one eye, and I'm gonna knock the other one out. Those were his words, and so we got to go to the police department tomorrow and report him about what he said, because we take every threat seriously. It's not my fault that you were alleged of having a fake peen, because they said the peen is not real. And
what's crazy is a lot of them boys do that. A lot of those boys on Twitter with all of the followers and stuff. A lot of them do that. They draw all the time.
They put like different things on. I will show mine, and every inch of mine is real. And so I may do that. I mean, only thing I ain't got the body yet, but I might post it on Twitter. I may do it. But he did it, and I've never seen his real peen. But I've heard, and the reason why we want to interview Jamal Pesley, or whatever his name is because it was allegation. They said he do the peen pumping, like something in his peen is like a rod or a screwdriver or something. It ain't and that's what I said. Why haven't seen his real peen, like the flesh? Why is it always a print? So and that's the only reason he didn't come on the show, because the lights was off. We had like a storm, and then he blocked me on Instagram. And then years later, talking about T.S. Madison, he came out and said he was going to knock my other eye out. He's going to knock it out. He's going to beat me up. And he said all these type of things. So on Twitter, a public platform.
They're gonna defend their transgender queen.
I understand it. But I just wonder, will T.S. Madison be there for you in that type of proceeding? You getting charges thrown at you, all type of stuff. And if you do put hands on, you go into jail, you getting arrested. I'm going through all the court dates. Will T.S. Madison have your back?
You better say that, because I see way too many gay black men. I ain't saying you got to dislike trans women, or you got to feel a type of way about them. But bitch, don't be acting like no suicide dummy I shouldn't say that word, but don't be acting like no dummy for them when they're not gonna do the same thing for you.
Absolutely. Like don't do that. And so we take every threat seriously, and we don't play no games because I'll be going to an event soon. Got to get security because of the threat assessment and everything. I have to adjust my anxiety medication because my anxiety went through the roof. I got to say all these type of things. So just in case if I have to defend myself.
Oh, of course. Lay it on thick.
I have a track record. So thank you, brother. And I was like, man, who's calling me from Detroit? I was like, is this Judge Mathis? So because I thought it was Judge Mathis. I was like, is this Judge Mathis? So
I wish.
Yeah, but I'm glad that you came on the show and you were able to tell me. Yeah, because we talked about, you came on the YouTube Saturday. I think we were talking. When it was like Saturday night?
Yeah, I chickened out a little bit. I looked over. I'm like, oh shit, I am in bed next to my man. I can't call here to talk about this.
I'm glad.
I'm like, let me shut up.
I'm so glad that you was able to come on and talk to me. Love you, brother, and I will see you in the future. And they're gonna be like, Wiley got the exclusive with his ex, with Kaelyn X and everything. So yeah.
Best wishes to you and your platform. I'm gonna continue watching Wiley. Big things in your future.
Yes, thank you. And if you need something, like if you want to connect or whatever, when you come on the show, most definitely hit me up if you ever in Dallas.
Okay.
Yes, most definitely.
All right.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. So wow. It's exclusive. I told y'all we're going to be getting some exclusive. Let's go in another direction. I told y'all, exclusive. And wow. We definitely going to be bringing them back because we're going to be doing a revival soon. So we're going to be bringing them back to come sing. And so I have that, but I will tell you this. Kaelyn have a right to just say what he said. And Kaelyn said that he was harassed, he was fumbled with, he didn't give T.S. Madison permission. And I want to make sure that I quote him of what he said on his Instagram, because I think people are not understanding what he said. Let me see if I go back to that post of what he said so we can quote him directly. I don't want to put words in his mouth. I have to go down to that post. Give me a second here. I should have saved it. I'm going to screenshot it. Okay, where we at? Okay, here we go. So this is what he said verbatim. When I met T.S. Madison, it was a horrible experience. I was invited over to that house as I thought was an audience member. The next thing I know, I was performing. When I was there, I was constantly rubbed up on disrespectfully sexually. It was extremely uncomfortable. I wind up lying and leaving early. This was a horrible experience. The real T.S. Madison, a disgusting person. I get paid nothing for that sexual harassment, but embarrassment. You have the audio of me singing on your podcast. I was not paid for anything. I was took advantage of and used. Hashtag T.S. Madison. Hashtag disgusting. And that post got over 1,254 people, and it got over 161 posts. And it actually posted a screen record of her, T.S. Madison, rubbing all up on Kaelyn's body. He looked at a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit, and she was rubbing on his body while she was on the show with Rosa, and did it as well. When it came to that, and that was the post that he wrote when it came to that. And then also Kaelyn wrote this: what's your fave part of your body? My eyes. And she was behind him while he was putting liquor in the cup, and she was rubbing all on his body, rubbing all on Kaelyn's body. And Kaelyn had this to say. We're going to post this on wileythetroll.com so you can see it for those that don't have IG. Here's some more unwanted touching of T.S. Madison. Just laugh it off. I was not invited to sing on your podcast. I was not invited to be a guest act on your show. I was there to be an audience member, and that was it. I was asking for all of that invasion of personal space. You have been using my voice without my permission. You are a clout. You are, hold on, let me say it. You use your clout to have sex with young, innocent men. Who else was sexual harassed by T.S. Madison? DM me, email me, hashtag sexual harassment, hashtag sex victim. That post got 1,073 likes and over 95 comments. Okay? All right? So I had to do policies and put in policy place. You can't do that. Now I don't. Like we got Don coming on Friday. Like I don't have like the gays. I don't. And coming here. Not until I get my cameras installed, then you can come. But none of that. None liquor and all that. I used to do that back in the day. Now the show then popped. Don't do that no more. And everything like that. And then we eventually gonna have an office space. You can't touch people without their consent, and you know, like you can't do that. All right. Because say stop or anything. So we definitely had to dive into that. We reached out to Kaelyn. Hey, you have a right to be her, and T.S. Madison need to answer these allegations. And yeah, Madison ain't looking too good. I believe it happened to that brother, and I believe that Kaelyn deserved to be heard. And yeah, yeah, I believe it. And if she's upset with me, she can sue me, tomorrow. Send a lawsuit to Kaelyn. Send it to me. She can send me a cease and desist. Ain't gonna do nothing but blow my nose with it. Yeah, because I ain't doing nothing illegal. This is all freedom of speech. And I'm sharing Kaelyn's story. All right. So, this is what it is. So you can go ahead, get your paperwork, and I'll get it to my email, email it to me. I will read it, get my attorney to look over it. Got my attorney, right? Get my attorney. We get my legal shield attorney, legal shield, and we will look at what is the appropriate thing legally to do. All right, we ain't afraid of no lawsuit. I'm not Tasha K. I'm not afraid of no lawsuit. That don't scare me. It don't. Okay, so y'all be scared with that. Oh no. I might win $50 million from TS Madison. You just never know. Okay, so we ain't afraid of no lawsuit. All right, that's a process. Do you know how long and lengthy a lawsuit has? Get someone to sit down somewhere. Y'all acting like they could just say defamation and get paid today. Give me a good legal shield attorney. Legal shield. All right? Or get Miss Olga to do that. Get a good legal shield. Okay? Yeah. All right. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Legal shield. That's what I did. And moderators don't block. Hey, yeah, I sent it to you so you to get the different words on there. And then if you can't make it out, you can always erase it. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So it should be done in about 30 minutes then. Okay, because I can announce it. Because you know how to upload it on there, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, thank you. All right, bye-bye. Okay, so yeah, so that's how that goes. Okay, anyway. Wait afraid. And then you get comments like this, and moderators don't block. Please don't block. Just enjoy the show. So somebody in the comments, T.S. Madison supporter said this: I'm glad the degenerates are getting exposed. Wiley is off his, I guess they meant to say medication. So this is a T.S. Madison moderator that work over there with Madison and everything. So they saying Wiley is off his medicine. All right. That's a lie. Wiley is not off his medication. Very sane on medicine. I'm not off my medication. This is a T.S. Madison moderator. They're over there, they moderate for T.S. Madison and stuff like that. And they're saying that I'm off my medication, and that's just not true. I take my medicine every day. I take it every day. Slept real good with my medicine and stuff like that. So this is a T.S. Madison moderator. And then they lie and say, no, I'm not LOL. They lying about being a T.S. Madison moderator. And that's Miss D time, T.S. Madison moderator and stuff like that. They be in the kitchen with Miss Mary Mama cooking fried chicken and stuff like that. And they're telling me that I didn't take my medication. Now, Miss D time never met me when it came to stuff like that. And then said, you can't read Wiley. Okay. Miss D Town, you know, she be cooking with Miss Mary and all that. And then she said, I'm not on my medication. But she never tell Miss Mary to plug up her wheelchair. She never tell Miss Mary, them greens and all that salt in that chicken is too salty and you need to be eating that, being obese. She never tell Miss Mary that. She be in there eating all that sodium and all that type of stuff. And so that's the thing. It happened. So you never tell Miss Mary to stop eating all that bad food. But you're trying to tell me that I take my medication. Do you tell Miss Mary, did she take her high blood pressure medication? Did you tell Miss Mary, did she take her high cholesterol medication? I'm just saying, I don't know if she's on it, but did you tell her to do that? Okay. And then the person said, I don't watch T.S. Madison, sir. Then the person is now lying and said they don't watch T.S. Madison. See, they would do it. That's like Peter did Jesus. They would deny that person out in the open when they get called out. You see how they came in there to deny the person? So if you don't watch it, you don't need to be telling them you ain't take the medicine. Listen, another thing, Miss D-Time, now they laughing because they entertained by what we saying and all that good stuff. Let's drop her a link. Let's drop Miss D-Time a link. Hold on, we got the number. Moderators, post the number in the chat. Post the numbers in the chat for Miss D-Time. Post the number in the chat. Moderators, post the number. I need 3 people to post the number so Miss D-Time can come on. Then she said child and all that. Another, this is T.S. Madison moderator. She be in the kitchen cooking fried chicken with Miss Mary. and stuff like that. When Miss Mary reading her Bible in Word and stuff like that, she be in there eating the chicken and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what she said. That's Miss D time, so she can just call in. Let's put you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. And then this another lie. She said, I'm coming on, I'm not coming on, Wiley. I'm getting in the shower. She said she getting in the shower. So she said she can't call in because she getting in the shower. But yet she can text me while she's dirty and be insulting. But now she gotta clean her stinking body and take a shower. She can't call in. I don't understand that. If you could be funky and say that I didn't take my medication when you in fact didn't even wash your butthole, you didn't even clean yourself, you dirty and funky and musty, but yet you can throw shade, but you're telling me, did you take your medicine? You didn't take your medicine, right? That's what you're telling me. And here you are, didn't even clean your body. You musty right now, and didn't even shower and all that type of stuff, okay? And then now Miss D trying to clean it up and say, can I type after the gym or no? You can type after the gym. I'm not telling you not to type. But if you came out the gym, hit the link and let's, call in. Because you said something, ma'am. You said, I didn't take my medication, Miss D-Town. That's what you said. You never met me. You never been around me. You never been in my house. You never been in my medicine cabinet. You never seen my blood results. You never seen me going to my psychiatrist. You never seen any of that. You never see any of that. And then you have to say this, it's giving sauna, honey. I don't care how it's getting sauna. Take you a shower before you step into that shower with using that the body lotion and all that. You can call in and give your opinion about these allegations about T.S. Madison. So you're saying all that type of stuff. You can call in. You still typing. Ain't in the shower yet. That's all these lies you're getting exposed saying, case in point. Because I'm being open and honest about my situation, about this thing that's going on with Madison and everything, and then you're accusing me of not taking my medication. Let's just say I'm not taking my medication. Who are you to judge me? Because it's not a crime to refuse to take medicine. So let's just say, for your point of argument, why you stinking and musty, right? Sweaty. So let's just say that I did not take my medication. Last time I checked, in the penal code of all the laws that's going on, is about thousands of laws, millions of laws in this country. Not one law that say that I have to take my medication. Not one law that say in Texas that I have to swallow a pill. Not one law in the United States of America that I have to take a medicine, that I have to take a pill. Not even in the Constitution, not in the Declaration of Independence that say that you must take a pill. That's not in the law that I have to do it. I have a right. It is my choice whether I want to take my Zyprexa. It is my choice whether I want to go to the psychiatrist. It is my choice whether I want to take any of the pills that they give me. All right? So let's just say if I don't want to take it no more, that's my right because I'm a grown man. So you came out stinking and musty and decide to come into the chat and to insult me about my medication, and here you are, didn't even wash your butt. At least if you're going to drag me and talk about me, take a shower and come on the show. We going to be in here. You ain't going to be in that shower all day. Come on up in here, Miss D-Town, and let's have a conversation and everything like that. Going to take you a good old shower and hit the link, hit call in. All right, moderators, post the number 972-674-9462. Call me right now, and everything. After you get out of that shower, because we got another 30 minutes worth of shows to do, 30, 40 more minutes, and you won't do that. Okay? All right? Okay? And then he I love this. And then let's say this. K Rogers said, "Come on, Wiley, you giving Jaguar right energy right now." I have bipolar. I don't care if you say I have a Jaguar right energy. Great. That's an icon in the legend. She's an amazing singer. I have the Wiley energy. And if you think that I'm having Jaguar right energy, I never ate my son ashes. K Rogers, I never put my son ashes. All right. I never threatened my husband. I never called the cops on my husband. The most thing that I did about 4 or 5 years ago was a library thing, and we paid it back. You don't see me in and up out of jail. You don't see me harassing the cops. You don't see me cussing out my building. You don't see me cussing out the people in the leasing office. None of that. And you damn sure didn't see me eat my son ashes. Okay? So you can't even compare me to Jaguar Wright. She's on a total mess. Okay? You never see me went to my leasing office and cussed them out because somebody towed my car. Did you see that? The only thing that you can Google me is in a library situation. And we been paid that library, y'all. Paid it off. Cash. That's the only thing that you can find a news article about me is the library situation. That's it. You don't see me breaking news. He eating his son's ashes. Didn't see that. You don't see me cussing out the people, the police officers. No. But you see that about Jag. So I just want to respond to that, K. Rogers. I know you are Jaguar rights supporter and everything like that. I get that. But I just have to call you out when it comes to stuff like that. I have to call you out because don't compare me to a woman that couldn't make it in the industry. And all right? Jaguar wish she had my skill set and my intellect because she'll be a millionaire. She too busy chasing a man that don't even want her no more. And he himself. So don't compare me to no Jaguar right. Jaguar go to shows and get paid nothing. Every time I show up on a person's show, I'm getting $500 or more. I don't show up to people YouTube channels for free. You never hardly see me now on YouTube channels for free. I get offers daily for interviews. My price is $500 to $1,000. I don't do free interviews no more. I used to. I don't do it no more. So I'm clearly not in the same boat as Jaguar because she will sit her whole self on a platform for 4 or 5 hours and don't get a damn dime. She's not even monetized on her entire channel. No, you ain't no Wiley supporter. You ain't never donated. If you're a Wiley supporter, K. Rogers, let me see a K. Rogers donation. All right, let that cash up, and it better make a sound. It better be. All right, if you're a Wiley supporter, hit that cash out and support me. Any Wiley supporter, hit that cash out, and this thing better. If you're a Wiley Show supporter, hit the jail and click. Hit it. Hit the PayPal. Don't just support me in words. Hit the If you truly a Wiley Show supporter, then make me feel it in your financial blessings. I don't just need your word. I can't pay a bill with your words. Hit it. I need to hit that whatever that sound go like. All right, so we can we can take this show to the next level. And if you are a K. Rogers supporter, thank you, K. Rogers, for your support of the show. Go in your pocketbook right now. All right, I know you got paid. All right, it's the first Friday, almost first weekend, first and something like that. You get the disability check, you should get paid. Hit it. All right, okay. All right. Anyway, I don't do free interviews. Don't do free interviews. I used to do it. No, man, please. Oh. Hallelujah! Glory! Somebody just hit that donation button. Look at God. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! You better come on through there. Oh, man. Oh, man. Hallelujah. Glory. Man, y'all, okay? You better make me hear that. Oh. Glory to God. Oh, yes. I want to run to you. I want to run to you. Okay. If I should stay, I will think of you every step of the ways I go. But I know. Okay. All right. All right. We got a Zelle. All right. We got a Zelle Wiley Show at Gmail. We got a PayPal. And if you old school, you could do check and money orders to the P.O. box. Moderators, post it. All right? Because Nate want me to sing to him. Nate want me to sing to him. All right? That's what he said. He said, sing.